Can we switch sides?
What's next?
This is my bad side, so if I look at you, I'm gonna hate it.
I still don't think you have a bad side. Come on, man.
I can't move. You're sitting on.
Two-man sport here.
We're back. We did it.
And we're still alive.
It's November. It's been 2 months.
It's been 2 months, and we've done an excellent job of staying in shape since we got back, right? No, awful. We ended up like in such great shape at the end of that. We were like, oh, we're fired up about let's go to the gym and let's build this momentum. And we had like maybe a half a week of that.
You ran to the gym one day.
I know, I'm saying. I was working out and then I gave up on it. We're back.
We did the hike the first week of September, and then now it's November, so we've had a couple months to get back to work, edit all the videos, really reflect on everything. Way more love than we thought. Honestly, I was filming these videos for my mom and Ben's mom.
Pretty much.
And
our friends. And ourselves.
Yeah. We did not expect so many nice things, so many good comments. We've been looking forward to reading everything. This is really special. So that's why we're here. We're gonna answer some of these questions that keep popping up.
The fun part for me too, I've never really done anything like this. You've done these types of like videos and that kind of thing before. I've never done anything like it, so I was not used to having a camera pointed at me and having to talk to a camera. The one good thing though is that I'm a rambler at heart. So like maybe day 2 at some point, I was like, can I just point the camera at myself and just start blah? And she was like, yeah. So in all those videos, for every 30 seconds of me talking, there's another like 20 minutes that got cut out. I spent all day, every day just talking and rambling about things.
And thank God for Ben, because starting on day 4, I was hurting bad, and Ben was like, we gotta keep filming. You said you wanted to make videos, and if we don't, you're gonna be sad. And I could have given up right there and just walked, but I'm so happy we have so much fun content. And it's out there now, and it's inspiring other people to do it. I've gotten comments of people who have booked the trip, which is mind-blowing.
That's the coolest part.
I'm so excited. And how do we go with you? Yeah, it's been special.
The other like mind-blowing part of all those videos you put up is that other guy, Mark from the States, he does reaction videos, and he, I guess, found, or so I think someone commented on one of his videos, hey, you should check these guys out, being our first video. And he did a reaction video to it and loved it. And he's such a sweet guy, and it's just, just watches the video and comments. I think his whole channel is very UK based, even though he's an American as well. Just a lot of nice things. A lot of people just being cool and appreciating the hike the same way we did. And it's been a lot more fun than I thought reading the internet's reaction would be. So all that, I think, is a good lead in to why we're making this video. There's so many questions. There's a lot of comments of people kind of encouraging us and saying nice things, and those are all amazing. What was also cool is we got a lot of questions. People are really interested in the trip and how we planned and things we saw, what we did, and why'd you do this and why didn't you do that, all that. So Rachel had the idea, let's grab a lot of the questions we're seeing repeatedly.
So we're gonna answer your questions right here, right now. And before we answer these questions, I have to say, because while we were making these videos, it was in my head, our family will watch these, a couple of our friends, and then we'll have it in our memories. I would not have complained so much. But I watch them back and I cringe a little, because I'm like, oh, I could have talked about history here, or I could have talked about this, or I could have shown more of the town.
That's what you hit me for.
But in the moment, I was like, am I dead?
I think that was kind of your coping mechanism to get through some of the pain, was like just talking about it.
Yeah.
So I think maybe you didn't realize how much you were actually talking about how much pain you were in until we're watching these videos. And like every day there's at least like a 2 to 3 minute segment where you're just like, I'm dying. this is it, in between breaths.
Like maybe I should have trained. That would have been good. But anyway, thanks for putting up with me. You didn't have to, but you did.
But that is an important thing to keep in mind, is that we are not like super in shape people. I wouldn't say we're like incredibly out of shape, but we don't like, hike regularly. We don't run regularly. We weren't in that kind of like fitness level, and we still managed to get through it. Rich obviously had some pain. I dealt with some blisters and things like that. All that to say, I truly think nearly anyone can do this. The only difference is how much time you give yourself and how long you make your days. If you're more in shape, be a little more aggressive. If not, plan in some rest days, give yourself some short days, extend the length of the trip. Anyone can do it, I think.
Yeah, if you're not used to walking more than a mile a day, take that into consideration. If we walked to the store, it would take us 10 hours, You just don't walk here. You don't walk here.
It's true.
Okay, questions.
All right, what did we pack?
Normal stuff. Clothes.
Let's try that again.
Ibuprofen, blister packs, wool socks, hiking boots, tennis shoes, rain jackets that we never used, snacks, water.
Those are like the main thing, and then the usual, just your clothes and things like that. The other, only other unique things I think is we each packed things in like our day backpacks. We had like one big piece of luggage, and then the only other 2 bags we brought were the backpacks that we wore hiking to carry things you'll need throughout the day.
And pack extra socks in that day pack in case your feet get wet. And then we brought our tennis shoes, so we would kind of switch back and forth with shoes if I started getting a blister. Unfortunately, my tennis shoes were too tight after like day 3. My feet were so swollen, so I started wearing Ben's tennis shoes. Poor guy had to wear his hiking boots the whole time.
Again, we are not experts in this realm, but everything I've read from other people's comments is that you just want to wear a good worn-in pair of boots for a long hike like that. You don't want to go back and forth between shoes. You don't want to wear new boots.
And I got weird feet, so that's just me. Everyone else is probably fine. It was really rocky. It was rockier than anything. So hiking boots, good bottoms is key. So that's what we packed.
The next question is, what did we do with our luggage? Now, this is where this trip was pretty unique for us. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this. We went through a company that you basically reach out to them, and I think there's a few different websites and companies like this over in the UK, but you reach out to them and say, hey, I want to do this hike. For us, it was the Cotswold Way. We want to start on this day. We want to do it in this many days. For us, it was 9 or 10 days. And they say, okay, great. A couple days later, they come back with a full itinerary. They give you an idea of you're going to walk this many miles day 1, you'll stop here, stay here, this many miles day 2, you'll stop in this B&B or hotel, stay here, so on and so forth. A part of their service is not only planning all the logistics for you, but when you're in the hike, they have a guy or a team that will transfer the luggage that you don't want to carry with you from place to place. So basically we would check out of a hotel in the morning, we had one big suitcase, one big piece of luggage. We would drop it off down at the lobby or, down at the front of the B&B. And it, as far as we were concerned, would just magically appear at the next place we were ending that day. So made the trip a lot more doable and a lot easier.
Got a lot of comments that were like, where are your clothes? Where is everything? And it was, you didn't have to see it. It was just taken care of. You were good. The only thing in our backpacks were extra shoes, socks, medicine, blister packs.
Water and snacks. Super easy.
We got this question a lot. How did we plan how far to walk each day? And I think you sort of already answered that.
Yeah, that goes back to the company we booked it through. Now again, we gave them, start date and here's how many days we want to do it, and they came back with an itinerary, and the mileage kind of jumped all over the place. I assume it was more based on what was available for us to stay in. We had some long days, we had some short days.
And it looked good to us.
We didn't have anything specific on our radar as far as places we wanted to stay, so we looked up the hotels and the options they set up, and everything looked awesome. So we just kind of went with it.
And again, there's other people doing the same hike, And some were doing it in 6 days, and then others were doing it in 15 days. So however much time you can take off of work.
We met a couple marathon runners who did the whole thing in 4 days. Okay, where did you stay?
We stayed at hotels and we stayed at B&Bs. Both great. I think I liked the B&Bs more because it felt like you were going to your grandma's house. You would arrive and it would be a house and there would be a little old lady waiting outside for you, and you'd walk up and there would be tea, and then you would talk for hours, and that was it was so awesome.
At these B&Bs, it was literally just someone's house. They lived there, and
Yeah.
you were just staying in a room upstairs.
Yep.
The sweetest, kindest, coolest people, and that ended up making some of, I think, our favorite memories from that trip was
Yeah.
our interactions with the B&B hosts. So
Yeah.
that ended up being my favorite part of it. I think that's kind of unique for us too. We
Yeah.
don't have a lot of that.
We have
over here.
Airbnbs, but
Yeah, it's
you
different.
don't get to meet the host and you don't stay with them. This was so unique.
What is it like having such a handsome husband?
It's not on the list.
I think it's an important question.
What did we think of the English breakfasts? Now, this is definitely a question for Ben because I'm not a breakfast eater, so I will eat toast, and that's good for me. If I eat too much, I'll be nauseous. This guy,
I love breakfast food. So good. Every part of it, they've got breakfast figured out over there. It really came in clutch because you're burning so many dang calories on that hike that it was like just such a massive good base for me. And even like you're not a breakfast person, but you were still eating breakfast like every day just for the energy. All that protein and the carbs. Oh my gosh.
he did not eat
Nothing
the
like
beans. Beans on toast, probably, I can't get behind it. And then I think there's always a tomato, and you don't eat that. But the mushrooms you get
I
into.
love mushrooms. But anyway, I love breakfast as is. Hats off to the English for figuring out breakfast. Yeah, this was an interesting one.
What?
This question feels obvious to me, but I'll ask it anyway.
Okay.
Why did we drink at lunch?
We're on holiday. We're on a vacation.
A, we're on vacation.
A, we're on vacation. B, it's England. It's a pub. You have to. Yes, I got this comment so many times, and it was like, I can't wait for them to realize that drinking at lunch is what's like ruining the rest of their day. No, that is wrong. That is the thing I loved most. It kept me going and it numbed the pain a little bit. So that comment is wrong.
We're not like going for performance here. We're not trying to hit a time every day. Is drinking the smartest idea when you're doing a big through hike? No, it's not. But you're hiking 102 miles through the English countryside. My mindset going into it was this is a 102-mile pub crawl, and I'm trying to get my money's worth here.
It helped me. It helped me. I need you to understand.
Swore by it.
Truly, after I drank, the pain went away.
Any opportunities to try some different local beer?
Like Thatcher's.
Well, I wanted to try it all, just to see what it was like.
So that's why we drank every day, because it was great and it was fun, and why not?
Highly recommend.
And I would do it again.
Is it well posted? Is the trail well posted? So we had a GPS on the phone, and I had cell service the whole time, and we had maps in the book. My goal was to use those for navigation purposes as little as possible. I wanted to try to just navigate this thing off of those trail markers.
Yeah, there are signs, and it's an arrow, and you look at the sign, you look at the arrow, and it points this way, and you walk across the field. Then there's another sign, and it points this way, and then you walk that way. For 102 miles, I would say 95% of the time, that is what we used. We got lost 2 times, and it was our fault. But for the most part, you can do this entire trail with no maps. You just follow the signs. But we had a safety net if we needed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's well posted.
Last one.
This question. This is the most asked question.
And I think this is the one that haunts us the most, which is, what are we doing next? We have no idea. We're not like full-time travelers. We both have jobs, like day jobs. We were able to just take a couple weeks off of work to do this big trip.
Our account is literally called Off Day Adventures because we're Americans and we don't have enough days off.
We've tried to like find things we can do on weekends, like take a long weekend.
But this was our big trip, and everyone said, "So what's next?" And we're like,
kind of set up precedents for ourselves. So.
But we want to do something, and we don't know what it is, and we've got a lot of suggestions from everyone. Now, most of those are, here's another hike in England.
In the UK.
Y'all, we can't go back to England all the time. We want to. We would.
I would love to.
But we might have to do something.
Eat more breakfast.
Yeah. We'll probably have to do something in the States next, financially, with time off. Hey, look, we are looking for suggestions, both England and America, that are different, but they're fun and are doable. I wanted to do Ragbri, which is a bike ride across Iowa, but that's not till July. So let us know. We'll totally do it. What's up?
The other thing we found doing this hike, doing the Cotswold way and the full thing, is we loved the idea of a trip being like a goal that you're setting out to accomplish. It's cool just going to a place and exploring and learning and doing all that, but there was something about going somewhere with a goal in mind and accomplishing it that was just so cool and unlike anything we've done before. So we're looking for more things like that.
Yeah, it's totally ruined us for vacations. Now we're trying to accomplish something.
If there's any good ideas you have that us non-marathon runner Ironman types
Well, I think that's what they want to see.
can realistically accomplish.
I think they want to see me try to do something hard.
Maybe we should train for a marathon. Maybe that should be our next thing.
Not doing that.
Please give us your ideas and then we will see if we can make that happen.
Final thoughts?
Nothing but good things to say about that trip. From my perspective, I don't know if I would do anything differently if we went and did it again. I would be entirely okay with doing the exact same hike, staying at the exact same places. It was that great, which is big because I don't like repeating trips. Once I go to a place, like there's so many other things to do in the world. Once I go to a place, even if I loved it, there's something like it feels a little silly to me to go back and do that same thing when it's like there's just so many other things to do and see. But this was something I 100% could do again. What about you?
I don't know. It was special. It was really special.
Special.
I want to go back to Cleve Hill so Ben can play golf.
I still think we should turn this into a golf gym.
Absolutely not. We don't know what we're doing next, but we're gonna do something and it's gonna be fun. And hey, thanks for watching. That was unexpected. I have so many nice comments screenshotted on my phone that will just take me through the rest of my life. So thank you. I hope we can do more things that you love. We're really gonna try. But hey, this is on you now. Give us some really good suggestions. In America, if you can, but we'll also go back to England. I'll go back to England tomorrow. I just need
True. She'll do it.
I just need some more time off.
It was good.
This is a kissing gate.
You want to meet our dogs?
This is the reason we came back to America. This one's Nora.
A little over 1 year old.
Shiba's not interested. Hi, baby.
Hi. And that is Nora's butt. You're supposed to look that way, dude.
Look at the camera. All right, we will see you for the next off-day adventure, whatever it may be. Hopefully it's soon.
There it is. That's the one.
It's very good, Nora.